dragons, not lies. In the realm of pixels and endless dreams, he's the grandpa streaming live on your screens. With a magic staff and a warrior's heart, casting spells and playing his part in RPGs and those MMOs. Wherever Harun goes, the adventure flows. Harun, we cheer your battle cry, y'all. Grandpa showing us how to stand tall, leveling up and making real friends in this virtual quest that never ends. From dungeons deep to sky so wide, he's got viewers right by his side. Harun's got that gamer charm. With every stream he brings the calm, telling tales of victory and woe in the pixelated worlds we all know. His laughter fills each epic quest. This grandpa's shown he's still the best. His wisdom guides every beaten path, leading us all with a hearty laugh. Harun, we follow where you lead. In your world we find what we need. From dungeons deep to sky so wide, he's got viewers right by his side. Harun's got that gamer charm. With every stream he brings the calm. Harun, we cheer your battle cry, y'all. Grandpa showing us how to stand tall, leveling up and making real friends in this virtual quest that never ends. From dungeons deep to sky so wide, he's got viewers right by his side. Harun's got that gamer charm. With every stream he brings the calm, telling tales of victory and woe in the pixelated worlds we all know. His laughter fills each epic quest. This grandpa's shown he's still the best. His wisdom guides every beaten path, leading us all with a hearty laugh. Harun, we follow where you lead. In your world we find what we need. 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 Old man with a fire in his eyes spends his days slaying dragons, not lies. In the realm of pixels and endless dreams, he's the grandpa streaming live on your screens. With a magic staff and a warrior's heart, casting spells and playing his part in RPGs and those MMOs. Wherever Harun goes, the adventure flows. Harun, we cheer your battle cry, y'all. Grandpa showing us how to stand tall, leveling up and making real friends in this virtual quest that never ends. From dungeons deep to sky so wide, he's got viewers right by his side. Harun's got that gamer charm. With every stream he brings the calm, telling tales of victory and woe in the pixelated worlds we all know. His laughter fills each epic quest. This grandpa's shown he's still the best. His wisdom guides every beaten path, leading us all with a hearty laugh. Harun, we follow where you lead. In your world Home dungeons deep to sky so wide. He's got viewers right by his side. Haru's got that gamer charm. With every stream he brings the calm. Haru, we cheer your battle cry, y'all. Grandpa showing us how to stand tall. Leveling up and making real friends in this virtual quest that never ends. From dungeons deep to skies so wide, he's got viewers right by his side. Haru's got that gamer charm. With every stream he brings the calm, telling tales of victory and woe in the pixelated worlds we all know. His laughter fills each epic quest. This grandpa's shown he's still the best. His wisdom guides every beaten path, leading us all with
All right, welcome in everybody. Welcome in Shar, and welcome in Chelsea. Gonna do Mizuki's story quest before it disappears, so I can get the rewards for it. I was kind of slacking this this patch, well this banner cycle. So I got like 5 hours to.
What's that girl doing over there?
To complete it.
She doesn't look well. Let's go check on her.
Mainly because the voice actors aren't fully back yet, so a lot of the voice actors acting still isn't in the game yet, so I kind of didn't want to do it.
All we did was lock eyes with her for a split second, then...
I kind of wanted...
Where did all these people come from?
I was
and
like,
what are they
yeah,
here for?
I've done all the other ones, so I was like, I might as well. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll probably take a short break for lunch. Because normally a story only takes about 3, maybe 3.5 hours.
True. Oh, and there's that girl.
And
She's
then
still
I will
here.
probably
Maybe
break
she knows what happened.
and do some WoW.
If I leave now, will I have enough
Before
time?
doing Terra Tuesday
How
with
many times do I have to
Dr.
explain?
Spiegel tonight.
There's no going back if I report him, but still.
Anxiety over a lack of creative inspiration. Well, inspiration tends to give anxious minds a wide berth, so I hope our treatment will help you relax.
Thank you.
But this is the Mizuki story quest, so hopefully y'all enjoy.
Remorse for the misdeeds of the past, and despair over the sorry state of the present. I can help you face your troubles with a more positive mindset, but you'll need to work through things in your own time too.
Many thanks.
Next, please.
What's wrong with her?
Been doing pretty good, Chelsea. How you been doing?
I'm fine. Next, please.
I think her whole spiel is she eats bad dreams.
Delicious.
Whoa, that was unexpected.
Huh? What do we have here? Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Sorry for what? We have no idea what's going on here, let alone what you're sorry for. Would you mind bringing us up to speed?
Oh, it
Doing
looks
better?
like you've entered my dream by mistake. Let me wake you up, then I'll explain everything.
Dream? When did that...
hi. Feeling more awake now? I never expected the traveler to literally come to me in a dream. Oh, someone I know talks about you all the time. Plus, I'm pretty good at profiling people based on their reputation.
So, who are you?
Right, of course.
I'm kind of
It's
glad
our
she's
first time
going
meeting each
on
other,
the
so I should
standard banner,
introduce myself properly.
because I will pull her. Well, I
My
won't
name
pull
is
her, but
Yume Mizuki, or just Mizuki for short.
when she
I'm a
goes,
Yume
when
Kuibaku, which
they
is
give
a
us
kind
the
of
free pick
yokai
on the
here in
standard banner
Inazuma.
Yume Kuibaku?
this year, like that's who I will. That's who I'll probably pick, just because I don't have her.
Hey, it's that little critter from before.
That's what we look like in our original form. I'm guessing that's the one that led you into my dream earlier? Baku feast on the bad
I've
dreams
given
of
up
human
on my
beings, but we need to be in a dream of
off-stream
our own to
account,
digest
just
them.
playing on my main
The place
account
where you met
now.
me earlier was where I go to digest bad dreams. I must have swallowed one too many bad dreams, because they were causing me some digestive trouble. It's actually a good thing you showed up when you did. Call it a happy accident, I guess. Thanks to your help, I'm now able to digest all these dreams properly.
Yeah, we thought you looked a little uncomfortable. That's why we came over. We didn't know what it was.
Oh
We
yeah,
just thought maybe you could use some help. And Paimon
especially
really
too long to
hates
be
bad
playing
dreams,
two of
so
them,
Paimon's even more happy to help
like
knowing that you
starting
can
now
eat them.
anyway.
Thank you, but I still owe you an apology.
Wouldn't be too bad if you started, you know, at the same time, 2 years ago.
While you were inside my dream, I ate one of your dreams. But it wasn't a bad one. It was a nice one.
Why you eating my dreams?
I've eaten so many bad dreams today that I just scarfed it down without noticing.
So Yume Kuibaku can eat good dreams too, huh? Still, is that really such a big deal?
Of course it is. Dreams are some of the most precious things a person can have. And I just went and gobbled it down. It's the unwritten rule of my kind. Never eat someone else's good dreams without permission. I can't believe I was so careless. But don't you feel horribly depressed? Isn't your mind suddenly flooded with distressing memories? Huh. Remarkable. I've never heard of someone remaining so mentally stable after having a good dream of theirs devoured.
Well, I mean, if I can't remember it, how can I,
It's probably because the traveler has too many good dreams to count.
Maybe. But I still owe you something for your trouble. Ah, here, take this.
It's a VIP pass for the Isa bathhouse.
Heck yeah, VIP pass. Massage, tea, food.
Staffed by clinical psychologists and offering spa and fine dining services, we invite you to bring us your troubles and leave refreshed and renewed.
That's where I work. You'll find the address on there too. This invitation letter entitles you to enjoy our highest tier service, free of charge. Oh, and speaking of work, I'd better get back before I'm missed. I hope to see you as customers soon.
I was gonna start a second kind of challenge account
So
and do
she's a
something kind of like
Yume
just
Kuibaku
only
that
use 4
eats bad
stars
dreams
or
and a clinical
something.
psychologist too?
But I kind of scrapped that idea. I have the account created, but I haven't done anything. I haven't even started it.
Paimon's never considered therapy before. Then again, Paimon never really gets that stressed out. Oh, except when she's trying to decide what to eat. Speaking of eating, that bathhouse place does fine dining, and we have a VIP pass. That means we can eat as much as we want, right? This is the opportunity of a lifetime. We can't let it go to waste.
Paimon and food.
It looks familiar. We've walked past here several times before, right? Just never got inside.
Oh, are you here to visit the Isa bathhouse?
Whoa! Oh, where did you come from?
Oh, sorry. Forgive me, I didn't mean to intrude. We've been struggling to attract customers recently, so I got a little overexcited when I heard you discussing my bathhouse.
How's a
Your
bathhouse
bathhouse?
struggle?
So you run the place, huh? And business isn't going so great, you say?
Oops. Please forget I said that. It just slipped out. Now, do you have an appointment?
We have a VIP pass. Can we use it now?
What? I've told them before, a promotional gimmick isn't gonna magically fix our business. Who issued this thing? Wait, is that Miss Yume Mizuki's signature? I'm so sorry. I had no idea you were invited here by Miss Yume Mizuki. Please, feel free to redeem your VIP pass now if you'd like. Just give your names at reception.
Sounds like she has a lot of clout. But aren't you supposed to be the boss?
I am, yes, but Miss Yume Mizuki's a major shareholder. The business never would have gotten off the ground without her investment.
Like,
What?
Oh, it's no
like
cause for alarm.
she's
though.
the boss,
She's a
but
very
she's the major
responsible person.
shareholder.
In addition to being a shareholder, she's also personally involved in our day-to-day business. She only returned to Inazuma recently. Otherwise, I'm sure you'd have heard of her by now. She's a highly renowned clinical psychologist. Please, head on in.
Like, I'm the boss, but she owns 51%.
An indoor hot spring? Oh, Paimon's gotta give that a try.
Hello? I'll be right with you. Ah!
Oh, you okay?
Oh, sorry, I'm so clumsy sometimes. But don't worry about me. Putting customers in a bad mood is the last thing I want. I promise I'll provide an excellent service. Please, please don't leave.
How many times do I have to tell you? You breaking a few plates isn't the reason we've been losing business. Stop apologizing for yourself all the time. All it does is make you look like an easy target.
It's all good. We're not out to target anyone. You didn't hurt yourself, did you?
Nope, don't worry. As long as it didn't ruin your experience, that's all that matters. Now, well, looks like you'll be my
Why does
first
the kid
customer
sound like
today,
a
so
30-year-old smoker?
According to our standards of service, I need to,
Why is she so panicky? Actually, we're...
Xion, let me see to these two. They're my guests.
Ah, there she is! Baku Lady is back.
So Mizuki invited you here? As VIPs? Does this mean you're gonna save the bathhouse?
She means you must be very wealthy. Not everyone can afford our VIP service after all. But a couple of customers with cash to splash doesn't solve anything in the long run. You should focus on what to do about our new competitor.
Aw, Murasaki. Was that you showing some concern for our business? I'm touched.
Ugh, did not.
Since you're so eager to find solutions, you can work on our most pressing task, bringing our accounts up to date. With your smarts, I'm sure you'll fly through it.
Subtext being, you can't give it to Xion because she's a moron and she'd screw it up?
Damn.
Xion, I'll take things from here. What I'd like you to do is head to the kitchen and prepare some of your very best snacks for our VIPs.
Will do! That's my specialty!
Sorry to keep you waiting. I have to keep our staff calm to ensure you have the best experience. The panicky little girl is Hyakujitsu Haku Shion, and the lazy lady is Shiba Murasaki. They're both Baku, just like me.
Wait, so the older looking one is actually younger, and the younger looking one is older?
That's right.
Okay.
How we choose to appear is just a matter of personal preference. It's
That-
more reflective of our
That
personality
makes
than
sense
our
in the voice
age.
then. See, wow, I never would have guessed.
Anyway, enough about them.
So I sure
Back
didn't.
to you two. Per the terms of the VIP pass, you're entitled to free use of all our services. So the spa, the fine dining, and psychological consultancy. I would recommend starting with the psychological consultancy. Between me and you, one of the steps involves getting your bad dreams eaten. Since I ate one of the traveler's good dreams by accident, this seemed like the best way to make amends.
Ooh, we get to have our bad dreams eaten by a Yume Baku? That sounds fun! Oh, that's a good point. You've been having some difficulties recently, right? It wouldn't feel right to get all this free service while you're struggling. Is there anything we can do to help out?
Give him some of Paimon's money.
I take it you overheard Mr. Aikawa complaining about our current situation.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to cause you concern. Mr. Aikawa is a smart businessman, but he tends to worry too much about short-term profits and lose sight of the big picture. Our financial situation is nowhere near as dire as you're imagining. And in any case, passing our business woes on to our customers is hardly the solution. Please enjoy the services we have to offer. Once you've experienced our hospitality for yourselves, I'm quite sure your confidence in our future prospects will be restored.
With what they're doing in their other games. Because they try and make a quick buck in Star Rail at the moment. Because they really try and gas their player base in Star Rail.
Can't argue with that. Let's get started.
Of course. The
So-
only thing is, psychological consultancy is a one-on-one service that takes quite a long time. But I can't just make one of you wait around while the other one is in therapy. So perhaps I can treat the traveler while Shion treats Paimon? Would that work?
Fine by Paimon. But, is she up for it?
She'll be fine. I noticed how gentle and encouraging you were towards her earlier. You're the perfect client for her.
Oh,
Secondly, Shion's therapeutic approach is a little different from mine. It often involves food, so she might be a better fit for you.
food therapy? Oh, that sounds perfect.
Oh yeah, that's definitely Paimon's wheelhouse right there.
All right then, please follow me. Don't get me wrong, Paimon is genuinely better suited to Shion. But in all honesty, yes, I had my own reasons for wanting to treat you myself.
Oh,
Your psychology is so unique. I just had to investigate further to satisfy my own curiosity. Please, come with me. Before we begin, please take a seat on this chair.
you got zoom in on a chair like I don't know what a chair is.
There's a theory which suggests that we bury our most powerful emotions deep within our dreams. That's the territory I would like to explore. Before I start, I'm going to ask you a few questions. I want you to nod your head for yes and
No.
shake your head for no. All right?
Well, sideways. Okay.
Are you trying to relax your neck muscles? Remind me to teach you the proper technique sometime. Very good. Now, I'm going to plant a few thoughts in your subconscious. But it's nothing
Oh,
to
this is
get
kind of
nervous
cool.
about. Just a way to improve your sleep quality, so the treatment will be more effective. This is an incense from Sumeru that soothes the mind. The fragrance is said to be the scent of dreams. Now, close
This
your
is stuff to make me
eyes,
spaz out the
take a
Sumeru.
deep breath, and concentrate on the scent. The next step requires some visual preparation, so don't open your eyes until I say so.
Oh, she jerking me, chat.
Oh, where did it go? I need to have a stern talk with Murasaki. How hard is it to just put things back where they came from? This needs another dab here. That's better. I said no peeping. I'm still not ready yet.
Chat, what's she doing?
Hey, don't run off now, darlings. Come here. For goodness sake, your butt's showing. All right, all right. Shh. I can see that you don't like being kept waiting. Go on, open your eyes. Everything's ready. Take a good look at this painting. There are some very special little darlings hidden within it, and I'd like you to find them. Do you see her? Isn't she just adorable? Now you just need to find the others.
Okay.
She's a Baku as well. Whenever someone starts dozing off, she's there
Oh.
waiting for their dream to begin. Your journey into Dreamland began as you were looking for them. Feeling sleepy? Now I want you to take my hand. Very good. Now close your eyes again for me. I want you to completely relax and focus your attention on the feeling of my palm touching yours. Notice how all other sensations in your body are slowly fading away. Now, imagine you're not holding my hand, but your favorite things in all of the world. You run your hand through the sakura blossoms, gently falling through the air. Then through a squirrel's fur. Then you grab a fistful of sand on the beach.
Oh, that would be
You
so
are
nice right
once
now.
again in the wilderness, running with the wind at your back.
I can't remember the last time I was at the beach.
Your palm loses sensation. You lose your way and find yourself surrounded by darkness. You can't see anything. But you hear someone calling you.
Nice comfy chair, be like just.
And now, a light is shining from the same direction as their voice. Traveler, come over here. Longing caused by separation. It tastes so bitter. Please don't stop moving.
So this is one of my bad dreams.
Icy cold on the lips. Please, keep going. Regret caused by missed opportunity. A sharp aftertaste. Please don't look back.
What happens if I look back?
Go to where the sakura petals fall. Go to where the squirrels play. Go to where you can hear the sound of the waves. That is where I am.
But what happens if I look back?
Holding my hand tight, those lost sensations come back to you. The feeling of running your hand through falling sakura blossoms, or through a squirrel's fur, or of grabbing a fistful of sand on the beach. And as you return from the wilderness, you gradually recover your other senses as well.
Awesome.
We've reached the end of today's session.
I was like, she's
Don't
gone.
get up yet, though. You were just in a very deep sleep, so you're probably still feeling a little groggy. I've switched to a different incense that'll help get rid of your drowsiness.
How you getting along, Traveler?
She probably over here in a food coma.
How are you feeling after your session, Paimon?
Kinda fresher and more relaxed. It feels cozy somehow.
Good. That's exactly how you should feel after having a nightmare eaten. It sounds like the session was quite effective.
Oh, for sure. Paimon especially liked how she used the sense of taste to help guide the process. But Paimon was asleep for most of it, so she's not really sure how it all works. Do the Yumi Baku just like sneak into your brain and gulp down your bad dreams in one go?
It's quite a bit more complicated than that. It deals with people's most visceral emotions, which have to be handled with the utmost care and attention.
That sounds super mysterious.
Sorry, that probably made no sense at all. Anyway, don't worry about the details. For your purposes, Paimon, just think of it as Shion gulped your dreams away. How are you feeling, Traveler?
Just like Paimon described.
Really? I still think there's more work to be done.
I
What
agree.
do you mean?
You have quite a reputation for resilience and positivity, so I expected to find very few negative emotions in you at all. But when I was deep in your subconscious earlier, the sheer weight of the emotions hidden there was overwhelming.
Well, I mean, there's
Yes, you certainly do. But that's not what concerns me the most.
like 500 years of
Despite all
baggage
your
in there.
negative
So I mean,
emotions, I couldn't find a single bad dream. So I just gave your mood a boost for now.
Huh. Well, maybe he's just an eternal optimist at heart.
Optimist or not, everyone has bad dreams. Maybe they're just hidden even deeper in your mind. You're a unique case, as I suspected.
But he said he feels cozy, just like Paimon. So whatever you did, the treatment worked.
True, but as a clinician, I would have hoped to reach a better understanding of my patient. Fine by me, as long as you can put up with a daily nap while holding my hand.
sounds like you just want to hold my
Anyway,
hand.
all jokes aside, it's time for you to try out the hot springs. Your mind has had the chance to de-stress. Now it's time to do the same for your body.
Oh, that sounds good. Paimon's feeling relaxed already. You know, this place provides a really great service. It's such a shame that you can't find more customers.
Don't start worrying about our bottom line again, or my work so far will count for nothing. Look, as long as we keep providing a great customer experience, we're sure to attract more business eventually.
If you say so.
I mean,
I
if it
think the
gets out that the
travelers recovered
travelers
from
and
the
are,
therapy session now. Let's head to the hot
visited, I'm
springs.
sure more people will come. I mean, that's all it's going to take. All right, where we gotta go? It's like a maze.
Most impressive, I must say.
Miko, what brings you here?
There you are. I heard a rumor that you were about to be kidnapped. Naturally, I had to come and see it for myself.
She's joking, right? Ugh, Paimon can never quite tell with her.
Miko, it's been a while.
She never mentioned? Interesting. We've known each other since before I became the Guji. I've told her all about you. But it sounds like she's forgotten all about me.
You'll have to forgive me. I just didn't want to
Hey,
scare the
Linksy.
traveler off. And hi, I'm Miko's friend seemed like a
Appreciate
surefire
the
way
alert.
to do that.
Oh, I've missed your way with words.
So, Lady Guji, to what do we owe the honor?
Why, I simply came to see the business that my dear friend has invested in. Oh, and also to urge you to sell your shares before their value plummets to nothing. You could always invest in the publishing house, you know. Business is always booming. You only need to ask.
Sounds serious. But what's wrong? Are the shares really gonna plummet to nothing?
No.
Hasn't she told you? Of course. She's your therapist. She has the perfect excuse to never open up. The Isa bathhouse used to be very popular, although not because of the hot springs, despite the name. Their main selling point has always been the psychotherapy services offered by the Baku. But recently, a competitor cropped up. His name is Emura Ichigensai. He operates right here on Narukami Island, and his methods are said to be quite revolutionary. Since he provides a similar service to the bathhouse and boasts even better results, he was able to poach their entire clientele in just a matter of days. Oh, it's such a pity to see how empty this
Wow.
place is now.
Miko, my job is to relieve my clients of their burdens, not to share mine with them.
Oh, of course you'd say that. You're a professional. But no amount of professionalism is going to fix this situation, is it? I heard people have been lining up since the early morning for Emura Ichigensai's clinic today.
He's seeing patients just west of Inazuma City. And, how many patients have you seen today?
One.
Surely you know I'm not going to quit.
True. Very true.
So,
Yeah, Miko
that's
could
it?
be
You're
kind of
just
a
gonna
bitch
leave?
at times. Aren't you two friends?
Oh, I'd love to help, little one. But I don't want to upset my old friend.
Miko's acting all mysterious again.
I understand why she doesn't want to help. The two of us are technically competitors, after all.
Technically.
Light novels are one way for people to pursue happiness in their free time. So are hot springs, and so is therapy. Miko and I disagreed quite significantly over the question of how to make people happy.
Paimon is so confused by your friendship.
Yeah, definitely quirky.
Paimon's curious, though. After today, it's hard to believe that anyone could offer a better therapy service than the Yume Kuibaku. Which begs the question, who is this Eimura Ichigensai guy anyway?
Probably a scammy guy.
Something of a mystery. I tried to look into his background when he first started poaching my customers, but I couldn't find anything. I suspect he's avoiding me on purpose, since I'm a competitor. In all this time, I haven't even figured out basic things like where he sees his patients.
Well, we at least know where he is today, though, right? Miko happened to mention it in passing.
She did that on purpose.
That's true. But I'm sure he'll find a way to avoid me again if I go looking for him.
Won't avoid us.
Then why don't we go instead? We can pose as potential customers to get information out of him.
As I keep reminding you, this is my problem, not yours.
Exactly. You provide an amazing service here, and we want all our friends to experience it as well.
Huh. Well, now it just seems rude if I reject your help. In return, all I can offer is an even better service on your next
How about
visit.
you just keep us on the
Sure
VIP
thing.
list?
Just leave this to us.
Like, we help you, we're just on the VIP list permanently. How about that? Oh, shoot.
Rise with the sun!
This should be the place. That guy looks official. Let's go ask him. Hi there. We're looking for Eimura Ichigensai. Are we in the right...
Like, hey, I know
Pay
you.
first, take a ticket, then wait your turn.
Oh,
Excuse
okay.
me?
97. What number are you up to so far?
53. Be patient, I'll call your number when it's your turn.
Jeez, what a charmer. Looks like we're in for a long wait, huh?
Like, shall I knock him out? Yeah, we'll
Good
talk to
idea.
him.
It looks like there's a few of them over there. Let's go see what we can find out. Sorry to interrupt.
Do I know you? Ah, so you're here for counseling too.
Yep. Fellow clients of Eimura Ichigensai here. Although this will be our first time using his service, so...
Service? How crass. We're talking about spiritual guidance here, not some business transaction.
In fairness to them, they haven't experienced it yet. Ignorance among the uninitiated is only to be expected.
Okay. Well, anyway, Isa Bathhouse calls it a service.
Ah, more defectors from the bathhouse, huh? Service might have a veneer of professionalism, but all it really means is inadequate treatment that costs a fortune.
Why do you say that?
I'll tell you why. After just a few sessions with Emura Ichigensai, you'll completely forget about all your troubles. From then on, it's happy thoughts only. Today's supposed to be my last counseling session. He says that after we're done, nothing will ever trouble me again.
Meanwhile, Isa Bathhouse boasts about their strange and mysterious methods, but it's a total scam. They only treat the symptoms, not the root cause, meaning you have to go back time after time. Also, they can keep charging you, of course.
Exactly. Overpriced and ineffective. But counseling from Emura Ichigensai? I can't get enough. I know I'm done after today, but I'd take any excuse to keep coming back.
Me too. Probably see you tomorrow then?
Whatever the truth of the matter is, Paimon is starting to seriously dislike these guys. Fine. Yeah, so we're mostly here to see what all the fuss is about. You guys seem to be experts by now. Is there anything we need to do to prepare for our session?
No, you don't need to do anything. Just show up, take a seat, and he takes care of the rest. I remember he lit some incense. It smelled wonderful and instantly relaxed me.
I already know of the troubles that bring you to me.
I don't know why I lose my temper so easily. I'm pretty messed up, right?
Yes, in the sense that all negative emotions are defects of the mind. But I can remove these defective feelings, leaving your mind healthy, whole and free of distressing thoughts. Now, receive my guidance.
I don't actually remember the guidance, but anyway, it clearly worked. I guess whatever he said disappeared from my mind and took my problems along with it. Oh, so rude. Your counseling session will change your mind, in more ways than one.
We're only being cautious. What's wrong with that? You said it yourselves. The whole reason everyone's coming to this guy is because they're worried about getting scammed out of their Mora.
That's a fair point. You just need some reassurance, right? In that case, I can let you in on a little secret.
Go on.
Well, someone in my family actually knew Emura Ichigensai before he made a name for himself. Apparently, he had a terrible temper. Pretty much everyone in the neighborhood had issues with him. But he must have had some sort of epiphany, because he did a complete 180. Went from having the most rotten temper you can imagine to one of the most cheerful people around. Even more amazingly, all the people who used to despise him ended up becoming his best friends. His neighborhood's more peaceful and
so
pleasant
basically,
than it's
he's
ever
just
been.
brainwashing people.
So you can rest assured that whatever treatment you get from Emura Ichigensai, he tried and tested it on himself first.
Huh? What a ridiculous story.
Doubt it all you want. I heard it straight from my relative who knows him personally.
What should we do now? We may have burned our bridges with these two. Yeah, there's still a lot of people ahead of us, though. Why don't you take a rest while Paimon keeps watch? Just like how we do it on the road.
Why don't we talk to more people? I mean, if we weren't that far on the road, I mean, it's just like right outside the city. It's not like we had to travel a day to get here.
Let go of your pain.
What the? I don't know why, but I just all of a sudden craved pizza.
Let go of your pain. Who are you? It burns! Leave this place now!
Ooh.
Traveler, it's almost time!
Apparently, it can't affect me. It does not like me.
That was a long wait. Paimon's gonna need a nap after this, too. Alright, now time for us to go meet Mr. Amura Ichigenzai. Oh, hello! We're number 97! It should be our turn now, right?
Yeah, sorry, the clinic's closed for the day.
What? Why?
Because Emura Ichigensai doesn't have limitless energy, that's why. He's gone home to rest. You'll have to try again tomorrow.
But, we've been waiting so long!
Not as long as some people. Try getting here earlier next time. Save yourself the trouble. Spiritual masters like Emura Ichigensai cultivate their powers with peace and solitude. Someone like you ain't gonna find them.
Drat! We should have barged in after all. Yeah, nothing else we can do for today.
Yeah, it's just gonna be easier to go that way. Let's go, Silani. Thank you
So
still
he
being
gives
here.
spiritual
Appreciate the lurk.
guidance, and it takes all your troubles away and leaves only happy thoughts?
Yep, at least that's what his clients say.
How is that possible? Not even Mizuki could do that, and she's an incredible psychologist.
Is that right? Paimon was gonna say, it all sounds too good to be true.
It certainly is. Humans are, how to put this, they're a moody race. Always upset about something. Show me a human without a care in the world, and I'll show you what messed up really looks like.
You think? Cause honestly, this sounded pretty convincing. And they said they only left the Isa bathhouse because they found it didn't deal with the root cause of their issues.
But the idea he is spreading is categorically wrong.
That settles it then. Imura Ichigensai is a quack, making false claims to steal all our customers.
Is that why he's doing this? To steal our customers? Or is there more to it?
There's definitely more to it.
It's unfortunate that you didn't get to meet him in person. I need some idea of the kind of person he is. Otherwise, I have no hope of figuring out his motivations and goals.
Yeah, it's too bad. Although, if it's any help, we did hear a bit about his backstory from someone else. Apparently, he used to have a really rotten temper. But then one day he suddenly reached enlightenment and became a spiritual master or something.
Imura Ichigensai. Rotten temper. Now wait just a minute. Filing patient records is normally the most tedious job in the world. But once in a while, something mildly amusing grabs my attention. Take a look at this.
Amura Chuya?
It's him. I remember him.
Wait, That guy? Oh no!
What is it? What about him?
Where to start? Imagine a big ball of negative emotion took on human form and started walking around. That's pretty much Murashuya. His patient record mentions that he loved nothing more than a heated argument. No matter how trivial it was, he could never agree to disagree. He always had to be right. The happiest part of his day would be winning an argument and proving the
I
other
know
person
people
wrong.
like that.
If he lost, he'd sulk, and if anyone called him out, he'd throw a huge tantrum. Before long, he'd turned everyone against him.
Sounds like he had issues.
Oh yeah, serious issues. Anyway, since no one would talk to him in real life anymore, he turned to the reader's letters column of a magazine by the Yae Publishing House, where he would attack writers and trade insults with other contributors. Naturally, this ruined the column for everyone, and the editors soon started rejecting his letters. Next thing you know, he's written a complaint letter to the Tenryo Commission, demanding that Inazuma pass a law to make it illegal for the Yae Publishing House to reject letters from readers.
Gee whiz! Where would you even start with a client like that?
In my case, by giving them a wide berth. Mizuki dealt with this guy. I'm pretty sure he only came here to try and start something. But Mizuki managed to get him into a session, and after some treatment, his mood improved by a lot.
Murasaki makes him sound like a rabid animal. He wasn't that out of control. Sure, his personality was very abrasive, but it wasn't hard to see why. Once I understood his situation, I was able to diagnose him very quickly. You have very high expectations for yourself, but you've faced a lot of rejection in the past and haven't achieved much in your life. You've never had any real close friends, so you don't know what healthy connections with other people look like. This puts you and your ego in the center of your world. In short, you long to feel a sense of accomplishment and to receive attention from other people. But both of these are lacking in your life. You have no idea how to properly deal with these emotions, so you've been taking it out on other people, partly to seek attention, and partly because you get a shallow sense of
So
accomplishment
does this guy have a
whenever
grudge
you win
against
a war of words with another
the
person.
bathhouse then?
You promised the world in your adverts, and that's seriously the best you can come up with? I'm not even going to bother explaining all the reasons you're wrong.
Yep.
I mean, you completely misunderstood why I even sent that complaint letter. The Yae Publishing House practically has a monopoly on Inazuma's publishing industry. How can they ignore what their readers have to say?
In the magazine column you wrote to, your strongly worded letter appeared alongside dozens of others which praised the writer for their work. You can't talk about what their readers have to say without including them, too.
No one with half a brain would praise a festering pile of garbage like that. Those are not opinions worth listening to.
So when I touched on the idea of you having an egocentric worldview, this is the kind of thing I was talking about.
You...
Wow. How the heck did you get him to stay for treatment after dropping all of that on him?
Simple. The more he realized the truth of my diagnosis, the more he compulsively searched for evidence to refute it with.
He
lost
wanted
the
to
ability
argue.
to communicate like a normal human being. So I kept him here by using his preferred mode of interaction, argumentation.
Yeah.
The Tenryo Commission had ignored his complaint letter, so he had no outlets left for his emotional outbursts.
He wanted to stay and argue.
Eventually, with the help of some incendiary words, I got him to agree to try some basic therapy. Finally, I was able to tweak his mood and stabilize his condition. It's a shame, really. If I'd only been able to see him a few more times, I know I could have helped him work through his personality issues.
If you
But
can't beat somebody
unfortunately,
with logic, you can't beat them with you can't beat them at all.
For the last time, it was his fault for being a nut job.
What? What happened?
Well, one day, he comes in as usual for therapy, but Mizuki isn't here, so Shion sees him instead. I don't know what got into him that day, but he suddenly announced that he wished to be free of his troubles for good, and demanded that Shion make that happen. Obviously, she didn't manage it, and then he pulled out a complaint letter to try and intimidate her. That was the last straw for me. I kicked him out and blacklisted him. He hasn't shown his face here since.
Whoa.
Anyway, now everyone's had a look at his record. Do we think there's any chance that this guy and Imura Ichigensai are the same person?
Is it about a good 90% chance?
Because it sounds to me like after he didn't get what he wanted, he decided to have his revenge by lying to our customers and getting them to leave.
Bad dreams are formed from a buildup of negative emotions in the subconscious. You can't simply trick people into not having them anymore. If Murasaki was right, then surely they'd have seen his lies for what they are by now.
There's no point hemming and hawing. Let's report this guy to the Tenryo Commission for fraudulent business practices. If he can complain, so can we.
Is anyone there?
We'd like to book a therapy session. Can we start now?
Hello! Please come with me. I'll get you registered.
Wait. Those are the two guys Paimon mentioned earlier. Just this morning, they were calling the bathhouse a scam and a ripoff. How are they back here already?
Oh, really? Well, that proves it, doesn't it? I was right. Now that they've realized they were lied to, they've come back. So chin up, Mizuki. I bet you business will start picking up again from tomorrow morning.
Yeah, you
Jeez.
Yume Kuibaku
Either
provided
that
unbeatable
or
service. No scammer's gonna run you girls out of business.
they've come back to prove it.
Interesting. Well, good. Murasaki, go help Shion, please.
Should have kept my mouth shut. I jinxed it, and now I have to work again.
Now we just need to report this guy as a fraud to the Tenryo Commission. Like Murasaki suggested. Problem solved. It looks like the Isa bathhouse will be back in business in no time. No idea if our investigation actually helped, though.
Of course it did. You were a huge help.
All right, we
and
still
I
need to
owe
track
you
the
big
guy
time
down.
for it. Now then, you only got partway through the VIP experience last time, didn't you? You still have to try the hot springs and snacks. Both are top tier.
Oh, true! How could Paimon forget about that? Especially the snacks. Wow, Paimon feels incredible now. Nothing beats the complete service package. Agreed.
Next appointment.
Although Paimon didn't notice her inside just now. What could she be doing out at this hour? Let's ask around. Hey there, Mr. Aikawa. Do you have any idea where Mizuki went?
Oh, you're looking for Mizuki? She actually tends to disappear for a while around this time every evening. It's the one part of the day where she gets to relax herself. As for where she goes and what she does during that time, I'm afraid I have no idea.
She takes the evenings to relax, huh? She probably tells people she's relaxing, but actually she's digesting the bad dreams, right? Hope she's not having any digestive trouble. Oh, remember the place from last time? Let's head there and check on her.
All right.
Light it up! Rev the engines! Burn it down!
This should be the place. pulled into one of her bizarre dreams again.
Traveler? Paimon? What are you doing here?
Well, firstly, we were hoping to get our next appointment booked in.
Oh, I see. I was planning on making it back before you finished in the hot springs, but I ended up spending longer here than I
Wait,
intended.
couldn't we have just booked there anyway without her?
Don't worry. This isn't a dream. I was just feeling a little sad.
Oh, what's up? Indigestion getting you down again?
No, my digestion was fine this time. What you saw just now was the aftermath of the digestion process. Like I said, bad dreams are basically bundles of all kinds of negative emotions. When I digest them, I feel them all for myself. So when I'm processing these emotions, I tend to get quite, well, emotional.
Does that happen to all Yumikui Baku?
Oh, don't worry about the others. To feel these emotions, you first have to understand them. Most Baku have a very poor understanding of humanity. So to them, a human bad dream just tastes like a slice of bland white bread. They can basically wolf it down and barely notice the flavor. I'm the odd one out
I
in
can't
that
remember last time I
sense.
ate white
When
bread.
I was studying abroad, I made a serious effort to learn as much about human psychology as possible. Now I understand human emotions much better. I can
Been
empathize
eating
with
like
them, and I can now discern many
5 green and
complex
whole grain
emotions
and
when I turn my attention to
been loving
digesting bad
those.
dreams. But still, that's no reason for you to be concerned about me. I wouldn't be much of a psychologist if I didn't have the mental fortitude to handle this stuff. Letting your emotions out is one of the most effective ways to process them. Now that I've done that, my mental state is back to normal.
Paimon thought maybe seeing those customers had upset you somehow. It even makes Paimon mad.
If
You
I do
work so
white bread,
hard for
it's
them, and then they turn
homemade
around and accuse
sourdough.
the bathhouse of being a money-making scam? Yes, they were led astray by some swindler, but it's not like they took much persuading.
Nice.
I can't blame them.
Yeah, I was
The idea
slacking.
that you can forget all of your troubles and never have a bad dream again
I
is a
saw that I
very
had a little
alluring
over
one.
5 hours to complete it,
Who
so I was like,
wouldn't
I
want
better
to
do it
believe that?
before I
Traveler,
lose
if
out
I
on the
really could make you
bonus.
forget all of your troubles for
Bonus stuff.
good,
Thank you for the follow.
would you want me to try?
It's like I better knock it out before I lose the bonus stuff. But how are you today?
You really are different from other people. Discovering what troubles people is easy for me, even in your case. But although I can see your troubles clearly, I still don't completely understand you.
Yeah, I ended up passing on pulling for her.
Thanks for
Only
checking
because
in
I'm
on
glad that
me.
they're putting her on
As a
the standard
psychologist,
banner.
I know how to take
Because
care of
I'm going to
myself.
grab her
But you showing that you
come
care
was it
is still
August or
appreciated.
September when they give
Anyway,
us the
it's
free
much too late
5-star
to book
pull,
another appointment now. You should
and
head home.
I'm gonna get
Get
her
some
with the
sleep.
selector
Have a wonderful dream, and come see me
as
again
the
tomorrow.
for the free 5-star.
Bye for now. If you still want to book another appointment tomorrow, make sure to come see me early.
I am doing fantastic. See, wait between 5 and 12. Or 5 and 12, 8 and 12. Checking in from the pizza party. Nice. go to the bathhouse. We'll
Rise with the sun!
tear down.
Mizuki! We're here to book our next therapy appointment.
Oh,
It hurts.
she ate too much of a bad dream.
Oh no, what's wrong with them?
They've been like this ever since they woke up.
Oh, that's what
It's an
he's
extreme
doing.
case of indigestion.
Huh?
Dude's
How come?
poisoning them.
Oh, did they eat too many nightmares last night?
I doubt it. We only had 4 customers yesterday, including you two.
Paimon blames the other two.
You're right. Something's definitely wrong with their nightmares. Our ability to digest dreams isn't just a matter of quantity. It depends on the emotional intensity, too. Point being, no normal person should ever have a nightmare of this magnitude. Oh, this situation is dire. If I can't find a way to help them digest their dreams soon...
What can we do? Let us help!
We need to find those 2 customers from yesterday and figure out the cause of their bad dreams. Without knowing that, I have no way of treating them. Traveler, Paimon, I know you spoke to them both. Think you can track them down?
Let's see. They did say they were gonna get counseling from Amora Ichigensai again. Chances are that's where we'll find them.
Lead the way. I'm coming with you.
Dirty little rat poisoning people.
Light it up!
You know, I went out to sea earlier today, but was so distracted that I lost my net. Oh well, it's not a big deal though.
Yeah, I messed up today too. But hey, what's the big deal? A few bandits got away, it's not the end of the world.
Hey, you two! Murasaki and Shion are sick, and it's all because of your bad dreams!
Whoa, someone's in a bad mood, huh? So funny.
I know, right?
What's wrong?
They're acting so weird. Paimon was pretty aggressive just now, but they don't seem offended at all.
So who's your
Allow me.
who's your favorite Genshin
Gentlemen.
character?
Do you still remember visiting Isa Bathhouse last night for dream regulation therapy?
Did we?
I don't think so.
Huh. Do you recall having any bad dreams recently?
That's a trick question.
No, why would I? What in this world could be so bad that it'd give me nightmares?
Or who's your usually go-to when you put in a team?
Nothing comes to mind. Bad dreams must be highly irregular, surely. You don't have to look far to see that life is beautiful.
Maybe that's less of a trick question.
What is going on? It's like they've completely forgotten what they did last night. Although Paimon can believe what they're saying, they don't exactly seem troubled by nightmares. Does that mean Amora Ichigensai's counseling actually works?
No. No, they're clearly not in their right minds. Traveler, Paimon, focus hard for a second. I'm gonna try something a little unorthodox.
Whoa! What did you do?
Entered their subconscious minds. I noticed they've both become disassociated from their subconscious, meaning I can access it, similarly to how I enter people's dreams.
No. No!
See, my
Those
go-to is
thugs!
usually Zhongli.
I won't let them get away with this! I won't!
The sea is too rough today. I
Like
should
I
stay
can
on
always
dry land
I can
till
always
things
rely on
calm
my
down.
Zhongli.
Huh?
As you can see, their troubles haven't gone
That and I like him
anywhere.
as a character too.
Susukida seems to have a short fuse, which causes him to act out of line. I'm sure this has caused him a lot of grief in his line of work. As for Umiko, I believe he developed a fear of stormy waves after a near-death experience. Now he's reluctant to sail out to sea at all, which is having a devastating impact on his livelihood. Their negative emotions have been isolated
Apparently,
from their
Traveler
conscious
Noel,
minds and left to float
Hiya
around
official.
in their subconscious.
I love my
That's why on the
C6 official.
outside, the only emotion they appear to feel is happiness. But those suppressed emotions will only continue to fester in their subconscious, eventually turning
Official
into
for
the
being a
nightmares that
4-star
have been
is like
giving
an
Murasaki and Shion
she is
indigestion.
OP for a 4-star. Especially at C6.
If it's Emura Ichigensai's doing, I guess he's not the straightforward con man we thought he was. Maybe he really does have ways of influencing human emotions. That would explain why no one has blown the whistle on him yet. Did you notice anything strange when you came here yesterday?
Not really. They were a lot more serious than today.
I kind of wish they'd make it easier to get copies
sure
of
kept that one quiet.
Kaya and like Amber and stuff like that. Like I wish they'd make it easier for the starter characters that you get.
Oh, no. Look, we have to find this Emura
Dilute.
Ichigensai right away.
Mizuki, what is it?
Something inhuman is at work in Emura Ichigensai. The Traveler's dream confirms that. He has victimized everyone who has received his so-called counseling. If we don't find and stop him as soon as
I kind of want to
possible,
sit there build
his victims may well suffer irreversible damage to their
my
psyches.
Nahida because I really want to try
Press these guys a little harder.
the so-called
Do you know when
AFK
Ichigensai will be here next?
team.
What's with the urgency? Why does it matter when he shows up?
Yeah, he'll
Because
turn
I
up when
want
he's
to see
ready.
how that
No
I want
point in
to
trying
see
to
how that
rush
team
him.
actually does.
Ugh, this is infuriating.
You do remember what happened last night, both of you. Only you don't want to talk about it, because you can't reconcile the presence of a nightmare with the happiness you presently feel. Just thinking about it brings up an overwhelming sense of being torn apart. You can't quite put it into words, but you fear you're a hair's breadth away from a total breakdown. Is that about right?
Please, stop. Everything will be fine.
You don't have a
as long as we
PS4
don't
anymore,
think
so I'll
about
start
it.
over.
Emura Ichigensai's treatment has clearly left you wounded and vulnerable. But don't worry, I'm not here to snap you out of your denial. At least, as long as
You should still be
answer
able
our
to
question.
log into your PS4
Alright.
account on
But seriously, we really have no
a
idea.
different one though.
We've asked already, and all we know is that he's not coming today.
Yeah, apparently, yesterday's session kind of tired him out.
Unless you just can't remember the login.
Is he trying to hide from me again?
They really don't know anything? Darn! Looks like we've hit a dead end.
I don't suppose you know where he lives, do you?
No. We did ask yesterday, but even his guard didn't know.
In that case... Yes, I suppose. Now that I know what's causing their bad dreams, I can administer the correct treatment.
because you can log into your account from it from anything from anywhere. Oh, it's still cross progression because it's a Hoyoverse. It's a Hoyo login, so it still should work now. This still should have migrated now. Oh,
Honestly, you've already done.
Don't forget, we want to book our next therapy session. So
gotcha.
we're not going to quit until all this is resolved and the bathhouse is back.
Looks like I have no choice. Still, I'm gonna need your full cooperation. If you do find Emura Ichigensai, please do not approach him. Just the last thing I want is for you to put yourself in harm's way.
Don't worry about that. You should see some of the other bad guys we've taken down in our time. This guy's small potatoes compared to them.
Paimon.
All right, sure. We'll keep our distance and send a message.
Very good.
Nice. I started
Let's get going then.
Was in
Pretty bold claim saying you'll track this guy down.
2020.
It's nice of you to give Mizuki one less thing to worry about and all, but what the heck do we do now? What if we can't find him? 'Cause in case you hadn't
2022?
noticed, these guys are hopeless.
I
They don't
started
know
late.
anything.
I didn't start in 2020. I started somewhere between Inazuma and Sumeru. I think is when I started.
Oh, wait, you're right! She was the one who tipped us off about this place yesterday! She probably knows way more than she let on. There's no time to lose! To the Grand Narukami Shrine!
Because Nahida was the first Archon that I pulled. But I've been playing Star Rail since day one,
Somewhere around here.
which
Here for a fortune slip, little ones? Or
I'll
visiting a
pause with
friend?
this, which what's been going on with Star Rail that got leaked with the Castris. I'm not too happy with the Castris kit leak and the 4 planned character leaks. I'm really hoping that that's a different kind of global buff, that they're implementing that somehow else, because I'm not a big fan of an account wide buff just for having the character. Because if that's the route that they're going, just for owning a character and then buffing all the characters for having that, I may not play Star Rail much longer, which is sad because I kind of like Star Rail. But if they're going to start going down that path of having characters tied to global passives or account wide passives, you know, I'll find other games to play because that's just money grabs, and I'm not interested in games like that.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
That was a little lukewarm. You're starting to sound a lot like her. But pleasantries aside, what's the matter? You look rather out of sorts.
Yeah, I wasn't quite happy with when Genshin tied Sitlani and Malvika on the same banner because Sitlani is Malvika's, you know, basically best support, and that was like that was kind of dirty. And then Center Tie then basically gave Primo Gems, you know, as the banner ended. You know, I'm like, man, that's dirty. If they could have gave those gems to kind of help free to play players to pull, I was like, man, that's messed up. I was like, but you know, but to me, kind of Hoyoverse is kind of sweating bullets because between Kuro Games and a bunch of these other gotcha game companies that are kind of knocking on the door, I think Hoyoverse is kind of sweating bullets that, you know, their days might be numbered. So, but instead of making their games better, it kind of seems like they're making money grabs, trying to get as much money as they can before they see the writing on the wall, which doesn't make sense to me. Because instead of, you know, doing their players right and trying to hold on to their players, it seems like they're trying to run their players off, which doesn't make sense to me.
You may remember I dropped a not-so-subtle hint as to his whereabouts yesterday. You mean to tell me you still haven't found him?
Aha! So you did bring him up on purpose.
Like, that
Let's
just
not
doesn't
lose
make sense
focus
to me
here.
as a company. It
You're
seems
here
to me
ask
like,
for
you
my
know,
help. So would you mind explaining the situation to me?
Yeah, fair enough. We went to the place you mentioned, but
like
he
you make
slipped
your
through our
players
fingers.
happy and you
Next
get
thing
more
we
money.
heard was he's not seeing patients
That's
there anymore.
usually how things work.
Apparently, he loves his peace and solitude. So
I mean,
obviously,
Wuthering
we've
Waves has
got no
proven
idea
that.
where to find him now.
Oh, and after the lengths I went to get you that location.
Don't know if this helps, but we did learn some other stuff about him yesterday. For example, a guy matching Amura Ichigensai's description came to Mizuki for therapy once. Only his name was Amura
It's like,
Chuya.
and in all honesty,
Wait,
like Genshin
Chuya?
and Star Rail both
You know
have
him?
that fan base that if they just like
I once asked the Yai
placate the
Publishing
player
House to host
base
an event for contributors to
just
the Reader's Letters
enough,
column. I
you
had
know,
hoped it might be a
they
fun
will
chance to
throw
meet some
money at
like-minded
them.
people and chat. Until he showed up.
But instead, they're
Are
just
you
like,
telling me that
we're gonna
Emera the Hellraiser and Emera
bring
the
you
Healer are the same
while we
person?
can mentality, and it's just
Based on
like
everything we've learned so far, it
y'all are
certainly
going about
looks
this
that
all
way.
wrong.
All right.
It's like you can
well,
get
in
more
that case,
money out
give
of
this
people
address a try.
by giving the people what they want.
Really? Who chooses to live in a place like that?
This was the delivery address he gave
I
to the Yai
know.
Publishing House once, when he placed an order for several dozen books in one go.
Like
He
literally
also
all I
requested
do
to pay
now
on
for
receipt.
Genshin and Star
The
Rail both.
warehouse
This
took
this
one
is
look
what
and
I
assumed
do,
it must be some kind of prank, so
and
they rejected the order.
why you don't see
earning
me
them an
play
honorable
either
mention
one
in
of
his
them
complaint
streaming
letter. Of
most of the
course,
time
with the
anymore at
benefit
the
of
moment
hindsight, it's rather obvious why he lives
is
there. Someone as antisocial as him wouldn't be welcome anywhere else.
You've got a
I'll
point.
pause since I am doing
Well,
the story.
we clearly made the right decision coming to talk to you.
The reason why I don't do either one of them at the moment is, you know, there's really not much content being put out for either of them at the moment. But like all I do mostly now is I log in, do my dailies and weeklies, and log out. That's all I do. Like, I don't want to grind my domains. I don't like it annoys me. Like I do my research for a character I want months in advance, and then I might start, you know, maybe farming for the character in advance. But it annoys me to basically that it takes me, you know, 2 or 3 months to actually max out the character after I get the character. Like that part kind of annoys me. Yeah. Well, I mean, you can do it that way, but still the boss domains, you can only do those once a week. Like that to me that's dumb. Like let me do those a couple times a week. Like why can I only do that once a week? Like I should be able to do that 3 times a week. Like let me spend my trounce domains 3 times however I choose. Like I should be able to do it 3 times in one or spread it out. Like if I want to do 3 different ones or all the same, I should be able to do that. But yeah, to max all the skills out, you know, it takes almost 2 months to you know, max out, you know, 3 skills to level 10. Yeah.
I'm just glad I could help my old friend.
You mean Mizuki? So you really do want to help her?
I can tell that she's invested an awful lot into the Isa bathhouse. It's only natural for me to show some concern when I see a friend's business in trouble.
Really? 'Cause yesterday it looked more like you were looking for a fight.
I assume Mizuki has told you that we're competitors? She has always believed that, ever since we were classmates. And now that I'm the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine, I'm sure she must feel the need to prove herself through her endeavors at the Isa bathhouse.
But yeah, I think that's why I think some of these other gacha games are kind of, you know, pushing Genshin and Star Rail off to the side as, you know, the powerhouses they once were, because, you know, they're giving the players what they want. You know, it's not taking months to, you know, make your character the powerhouse that, you know, it can be. You know, you know, you know, like Genshin is, you know, Hoyoverse is stuck in their ways and not learning, and these other companies are like, yeah, they're not learning. We are. Like, come over here and play our game. And Hoyoverse is like, you know, they're shooting themselves in the foot and like I don't understand why we're bleeding. Like, because you shot yourself in the foot.
The last thing she'd want is for me, of all
Like,
people, to swoop in and save the day the moment the going gets tough. So if I want to help, I have to be mindful of her feelings and tread delicately. I'll take that as a compliment. Mizuki's always so considerate towards others. It would be nice for someone to reciprocate once in a while. Well done, you took the hint. Now, while I'm sure you'd love to chat longer,
That
you
wasn't
seemed
much
to be
of
in
a
a great
hint.
hurry when you arrived. Shouldn't you be on your way?
Oh, right. Come on, let's send a message to Mizuki right away.
But yeah, only thing center we can hope for is maybe that Hoyoverse gets their acting gear and maybe they can learn before it's too late. Oh, that's out in the middle of BFE there. Yeah. I mean, I did like the how fast the response happened, but boy, they respawn real quick. Like,
Burn it down.
fucking flying. Yeah, it's dumb too.
This should be the
Yeah,
place Miko mentioned, right?
Hoyo
Traveler,
cares way too much about the
Paimon.
money, not and doesn't care about their player base,
Mizuki! That was
and,
quick.
and that's just sad. They've forgotten
All
who
thanks to
who
you
gives
two.
them the money.
With what I learned from those two guys, I managed to give Murasaki and Shion effective treatment as soon as I got back. That meant I was free to head out again as soon as I received your message. So, this is where Emura Ichigensai lives.
Sure hope so, cause this is our only lead. Wait, do you guys smell that too? Some kind of fragrance. Seems like it's coming from inside.
Then that confirms it. We've come to the right place. Now we may face great danger once we're inside. So from here on out, stay close to me and stay focused. I don't want either of you getting hurt.
We'll be fine. You just focus on what you need to do.
All right, fine. I suppose you're used to leading the charge.
Yeah, it's good enough. We'll keep that team. That's team blow shit up.
Whoa. This is not what Paimon was expecting. This is creepy. Feels like there are loads of eyes staring at us.
Because there is.
Calm, yet repressed. The signs are all there.
What is it, Mizuki? Figured something out?
Nothing new. Just further confirmation of my suspicions. Emura Ichigensai should be hiding deep inside this place. Stay close to me.
It's amazing how like these little cabins and hills like hide places like this. It's TARDIS technology. Oh yeah. Love Phasmo.
He set up an ambush?
Seems like we're not welcome here. Light it up.
Yeah, me and Dingleberry, we have Phasmo Fridays at night at 8:30 Central Standard Time at PM.
Miss Yume
And then
Mizuki,
tonight,
you found me at last.
we do
And I see you've brought some friends with you.
Terra Tuesday
Please,
with
forgive
it's
my
me,
lack of
Dingleberry, and
hospitality.
Huh. Emera Chuya.
Dr. Smeevil.
So it is you.
Usually
was
start, I
right
think it's
after all.
around 6
Paimon
p.m.
wasn't
Central Standard
expecting him
Time.
to be so polite, though.
Please, do not call me by that name anymore.
Yeah, if you're ever
The
available
old me was plagued by
on
negative
Fridays
emotions,
around 8:30
but I have parted ways
p.m.
with them
Central
now.
Standard Time, you're welcome to join us.
That period of
We
my
usually
life is
have
consigned to the
two
past,
slots available.
and the name along with it.
You have to listen to me. There is no way to get rid of
So,
all your negative emotions.
I usually don't stream it
This life
myself.
you're
I'm usually on
living
his
now
channel
is a
streaming.
lie.
Your perspective is most amusing.
What's so funny? Don't you know
But
you're harming people?
but yeah, I'll be streaming it this
Harming
Friday,
people.
Saturday, and
That's
Sunday,
what you believe?
doing solo
Very
runs,
I understand and accept your
letting
perspective.
people pick
Even if
pick
you
on me,
cannot afford me the same courtesy in
choosing
return.
my loadout and
Ugh, what is up
my
with
map
him? He's being so calm and polite.
for bits and subs.
So why does everything he says make Paimon want to punch him?
As you can see, Miss Yume Mizuki,
The settings
all
I'll be
my
using will be
psychological problems
something
have
kind of
been
in
completely
between
resolved.
nightmare and insanity.
I must thank you for your attempts to diagnose my condition. But I see now that the truth is far simpler than you were proposing. All my misery was merely a consequence of human frailty. I could not hope to remove my emotional impurities on my own strength. I lived in fear and anger. Fear that I was not worthy of other people's attention. Anger at how they invalidated me.
But
I
I'm
became
gonna
a
let people
slave to my
pick
emotions. They turned me into a wretched and loathsome creature.
pick a equipment loadout
Hostile
tier
to
1, 2, or
everyone.
3, and then choose a item that I
Things are
can't take
different
in
now.
and
I've
use.
acquired the ability to eradicate those emotions for good. No longer will I be afraid. Never
And I'm gonna
again
be
will I be stirred
it'd be
to
two
anger.
pieces of evidence I'll be
No.
working with.
I am filled now with only one emotion, and that is happiness. I have become humanity perfected.
So depending on what scenario somebody
What
tells
I'm
me I can't take
hearing
in, I might
is that
only get
you've
one piece of
developed your
evidence.
own unique understanding of psychological issues. So how about you play therapist this time? I have a couple of cases I'd love to hear your thoughts on.
I would be delighted.
The first is a soldier with poor control of his temper.
I'm kind of working
He
my way up
flies off the handle
to
too easily, and it gets him
to
into
trying
all
the
sorts
Apocalypse
of trouble.
Gold.
This is having a
I
significant
want
impact on
to
his
do that
daily
before
life,
I
and he's
prestige.
developed symptoms of depression as a result.
He simply needs to let go of his anger. Then he will surely find peace and happiness.
The second is a fisherman who's developed thalassophobia. Now he is unable to provide for his family, which is causing him immense anxiety.
Oh, of course. He must cast his fear far away and forget it ever existed. Then he can return to the sea at once.
Oh, I'm sorry, but you're wrong on both counts.
Oh?
The soldier's anger is rooted in his strongly held principles. Yes, his rage can make him reckless, but it also fuels his deep desire to stand against injustice. Losing his anger made him passive and apathetic. He now stands by and does nothing as bandits attack innocent people. The fisherman's fear made him one of the most reliable sailors around. Thanks to his cautiousness and diligence, accidents were a rare occurrence among his crew, despite the dangers of their profession.
What days and
But
times do you
after
normally play
forgetting his
Phasmo?
fear, he destroyed the fruits of the entire crew's labor on his first return to the sea. Fascinating, isn't it? Anger gives people the courage to stand up for what they believe in, and fear nurtures care and attention. Emotions are integral to human dreams, and after many years of dealing with their dreams, the Yumeko Ibaku have learned an important secret about human emotions. Negative emotions do not just go away. They will always be there. This is true for everyone. Not only that, but their presence is essential. You can't have a healthy human psyche without negative emotion. So do you have any idea what you've done to those poor men?
What an amusing theory. In fact, I do remember those two. But I'm afraid that the only emotion I sense in them now is happiness. How can you believe that negative emotions are required for a healthy psyche? It's a laughable theory. Don't you remember how I was when we first met? You call that healthy?
Acknowledging that negative emotions exist doesn't mean giving them free rein over our minds and lives. Humans have a whole gamut of emotions. They're supposed to keep each other in balance. But if that balance gets disrupted, emotions start working against each other. Untethered rage cripples the capacity to be careful and considerate. Uncontained fear drives people to abandon beliefs they once held dear. The person you were when you first came to my practice only proves this further.
I mean, dude is unstable, so...
You were dominated by your emotions. Under their influence, you deliberately inflicted pain on other people. Meanwhile, the person you are now is so lost that you aren't even aware of the pain you're bringing to others. This diagnosis is going to sound harsh, but I'm afraid it's accurate. You've simply gone from one extreme to another. You say you've reached perfection, but you're just as dysfunctional now as where you started.
I mean, he's perfectionally delusional.
How entertaining. Still, there's no need for me to argue back. You have failed to provoke me. I will forgive you for this offense, because I know my present perfection to be a fact. I have direct and incontrovertible evidence. You once told me that nightmares are the result of a buildup of negative emotions. But ever since I acquired my present abilities, I never had another nightmare again. Clearly, that proves that all of my negative emotions have been definitively eradicated.
I'm afraid not.
Negative.
Look where we are right now. We're inside your nightmare.
What?
No wonder! Paimon knew something was up the moment we arrived!
The enemies that we encountered were manifestations of his negative emotions. That can only happen in a nightmare.
No, that can't be.
That entity claimed it could remove your negative emotions. But all it did was separate them and store them deep in your subconscious, beyond your reach. There they were left to fester. Your situation is far worse than that of the other victims. It has deceived you at a much deeper level. You can't even perceive that at this very moment, you're in the middle of a nightmare.
How laughable. Fear? No. There is no fear left in me.
Yeah, most definitely. So, shoot me a message on Discord, or feel free to join my Discord. You're welcome to.
No.
Something's appeared behind him.
So, my arch-nemesis has seen through my trickery. Clearly, you came prepared. The emotional cocoon I'd wrapped him in was all but impenetrable. Yet still, you managed to tear it down.
So it is you. Just as I thought.
What is that?
A nightmare monster. A fearsome yokai that was once the bane of Inazuma. We Yumekui Baku eat the nightmares of humans, while they called those nightmares their home. So we were natural enemies. When I heard the traveler recount that
Not a
strange
problem.
dream, I knew that this was a possibility. But it's
Completely
still a shock to
understandable.
see one of our long-lost arch-enemies in the flesh. They were supposed to have gone extinct long ago.
Then allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kurayume, and I am the last of my kind.
Kurayume. That's a name I haven't heard in a long, long time. How have you survived all these years?
Likewise, Mizuki is a name that takes me back to a different age. Although I must say, we may be born enemies, but I have never felt any great animosity toward you personally. Ultimately, the fall of the nightmare monsters was the fault of our hosts. Humans are such fragile creatures. But now, I have found a way to revive my kind, and you are too late to stop me.
Oh no! We've got to catch up to him!
Oh.
Full throttle!
What's happening? Haimon's feeling dizzy all of a sudden.
That's the feeling of rejection. It's so strong. Quick! After him!
Oh. Wonder if I could have jumped.
There he is! Right there! Whoa! What happened to all the paths?
He's repressing his emotions even harder.
Sweet dreams.
Okay. Hey, wait for that to go down. Oh. Whoops.
Is this a nightmare?
I'm gonna get there. Hold on, calm down. I don't know how to get over there. Hoda!
Feel the pain.
Oh, who coming in? Jersey Hermit, welcome. Thank you for the raid. I am failing at apparently I am failing at trying to get over here. How y'all doing? Thank you for the raid. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I am completely there we go. We'll wait. It is going fantastic, except for the fact that I guess now. Totus, welcome in. Jerseykin, thank you for the raid.
Time to relax.
Stop. Ah! Yeah. See, this is
Turn
where...
that frown upside down.
I guess I could probably hit E to stop it. If I hit E, does it stop it?
Time to relax.
Okay, okay, there we go. That's what I get for not, like, paying attention during her trial. There we go. Oh!
Sweet dreams.
There! He's got nowhere left to run!
That was close. That was close. Oh, okay. Now that I was doing that scenario, what were you streaming? Let's see. And of course, Twitch still has their thing broken. You were playing, Metroid Prime. Nice.
That dream last night tasted
You used to
wonderful.
love Metroid back in the day.
Thank you for sharing it with me.
I haven't played Metroid, well, since back in the day.
Whoa!
Oh, what
What's
the?
happening to the ground?
Watch out!
You gonna tell me that after I fall? Oh, I was supposed to
I
fall.
used my powers to cushion our fall. Is everyone all right?
Don't worry, we've fallen from bigger heights before. The bigger issue here is that he got away and we were so close! Ugh.
We've been completely cut off.
I was
That
about to say, I was
creature
like,
is
man, it's like,
taking
how are they gonna
complete
make me
control of his
fall?
consciousness. We'll never catch him.
Would it
Oh,
be easier if we wake up now and go catch him in the real world? If this is his
Start the
nightmare,
game
he
today.
must be asleep somewhere,
gotcha.
right?
Nice.
Remember the fragrance we smelled on our way in? That's how the monster lures people into the dream state. Now we're inside. We can't get out unless
I'm
we
doing
manage to
her
defeat him in his true form.
her story quest
He's
today.
turned Emarachuya's
I
nightmare
had
into
5
his
hours to
lair.
complete it.
There's only one way to force him into the open. And that's
To
by
get
finding a way to
the bonus
eat this
reward.
nightmare.
Eat this nightmare? But is that even possible?
Not only is it possible, Paimon, it's quite literally my job.
Oh, Paimon knows that. It's just... We all saw what happened to Murasaki and Shion, and this nightmare is super intense. Paimon's
Yeah,
worried this won't turn
Metroid's always been a good game.
This monster has harmed too many people. We have to stop it.
Paimon is
It's
just
okay. I knew what I was getting into. Let's get moving. We may not have caught him.
like I
but
still
our
think
chase
one day
wasn't in vain.
Paimon is going to end up being
He
the
led us
ultimate
deep inside his dream.
baddie.
We should now be at the subconscious layer that makes up its core.
It's so dark.
That's what happens if you leave your negative emotions to fester. There must be a lot of emotional fragments in this place.
Like Paimon's going to end up
We
being
need to
like the
follow them
ultimate
one by one
villain.
until we reach our destination.
Wait, but what is our destination?
Where the light is.
She's just so annoying.
If I say it's your fault, it's your fault! Do you understand me? You shouldn't go running around with that stupid thing in your hand! Do you want to go hungry tonight?
What?
Ugh, the atmosphere here is so oppressive. Is it anger or fear?
Be careful. Every time we draw near to one of these fragments,
we can
we'll experience
snooze.
the underlying
We can snooze
emotion
one.
on a visceral level.
We can snooze it once. Cause y'all just came in, so we can snooze it.
You, a writer? Didn't they reject you already?
Get
which
rid
means
of this
it'll
trash.
it'll
Go
spam
find
that
a real job.
message again here in about 5 minutes.
Poor guy. Paimon feels so bad for him.
We shouldn't stay here. Let's keep moving.
Ha ha! I won! Another round? That guy? He never joins in with anything. Why should we go out of our way to invite him? Let's keep playing. Ignore him.
Wow. That's so sad.
Oh, maybe he just doesn't want to join.
Not
so
here either.
Look! There's the light!
with an eyeball. I mean, when I was in school, I didn't join a bunch of things either. I didn't want people to invite me.
What is this place?
It's his sorrow. Yes, sheer overwhelming sorrow. Human emotions exist in a delicate balance. When that balance is lost, negative emotions spiral out of control and go on to fuel nightmares. By isolating these negative emotions and allowing them to fester, that monster has completely destroyed his emotional balance.
I mean, if he wanted to join
That's
them,
why
maybe
he
he
was able
shouldn't
to
have been like,
create such a powerful nightmare. If we want to restore
300 feet from the
balance,
group.
we have to dispose of the excess negative emotion.
Oh, so that's what you mean when you talk about eating nightmares.
Well done, Paimon. Very clever.
Aw.
I need to find a way to separate the negative emotions out. For that, I need a special medium. Sorrow might just do the job.
It'd be like
As long as
somebody,
it's kept in check, it can
it'd
calm
be like
the
somebody
waves of
getting pissed off
emotions
because somebody
and
else in a
help him
different
regain
Discord
some
is like,
measure
why
of
didn't they
control.
invite me? Well, because you were in a different Discord that I had no idea that you were looking for a group.
Let it out, Chuya. Let the tears flow. You'll feel better after a good cry.
Stop it. I'm not listening to you
This
cry.
process will untangle his unbridled fear
Sorry.
and anger, his unresolved resentment, and his unshakable despair. These excess emotions will be separated out from the rest. They are the source of this nightmare.
Ugh.
It's all right. It's an unpleasant flavor, but I've tasted it thousands of times. A good cry can work wonders. Even though he seems beyond helping, I think he should be able to take another step out from the swamp of despair now.
Are you ready to come out now, Chuya? I'll be waiting for you right here, son. I'd love to listen to more of your stories whenever you're ready.
All right. There goes that nightmare.
Amazing! Suddenly, Paimon feels so relaxed and maybe even happy?
I thought I had found the perfect host, but you found the one weakness in his emotional armor.
Ah! He's back
All right, we'll let the ads run this time around, and I'll pause. I'll pause when they start to run. I should be able to. Yeah, because I'll just. Yeah, because they should start here in about 15 seconds, so I'll just wait right here. Because the next set is just right up there. So we'll wait right here and let these ads go through. Since all right, come on, ads. Give me a second to check this because I got a message on BattleNet as well.
If you ever feel down, just drop everything and go out for some fresh air.
There it goes. Diamond.
Oh, still need to go through
I'm
last
doing
quarter's
fantastic.
financial report. What a headache.
Came in right in the middle of an ad break, so just wait for this ad break to finish before we continue on with this story quest. How are you doing today? How did I not give you VIP either? I don't want to pin tab. Not pin tab. Unpin tab. Oh wait, go back.
That dream last night tasted wonderful. Thank you for sharing it with me. If you ever feel down, just drop everything and go out for some fresh air.
Okay. There we go. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Welcome back from ads. So now we will continue with the story.
What is this place?
I can't believe it. He's brought us to the
Had to-
borderland.
Had to do me some
To put it simply, it's a dream within a dream.
had to
A
do me
space
some
hidden
things. So I need
deep
actually I
within
need
the
to write
collective Inazuman subconscious.
these down real quick.
A
Hold
dream
on.
that can exist even without a host. This must be how that monster managed to survive the extinction of his kind.
To add.
He hid here.
Mizuki, that eye.
He's trying to turn this place into a nightmare so he'll be more at home. And he's creating copies of himself. This place is connected to the dreams of every human in the nation. From here, he can place a copy of himself in every dream. If he succeeds, then he'll have effectively revived his kind already.
Chicken.
Then we know what we need to do. We gotta take this guy down. Do we think a sword will do the job?
All right.
Maybe, if we can get close enough to reach his core. But
Oh,
he's
I
brought the
probably
nightmares
shouldn't have
of
put it on
all
that
his
page.
victims here, and that gives him an immense amount of power. Dealing with this many in one go is going to take a different approach. We need a power to
So yeah,
rival his
Shar, if you're
nightmares.
here, refresh,
The power
and
of
yes, I am a
sweet
woman. If you're
dreams.
still here, refresh.
Sweet dreams? Where are we gonna find those?
Lost minds. There should be some around
Or
here.
diamond,
And some of them
rather.
will have come from Sweet
I gotta get-
Dreams originally.
I should just get used to just calling
Come
you
on,
Diamond.
follow me.
It's easier. There you go.
Careful. We've got to move quietly. The nightmare monster has usurped control here. We need to stay out of his sight.
And then I'll eventually get y'all a walk-on song as well. Just like all the rest of the VIPs.
Still need to go through last quarter's financial report. What a headache.
Shower me with prey! Show no mercy! Ha! Incinerate!
Chasing Tanuki through the woods. And climbing trees to hunt for Onikabuto. Thank you for lending us your happiness.
turn that frown upside down. Watching fireworks fly up into the sky and writing wishes on a prayer plaque. Thank you for sharing your passion. All right, we've gathered enough power to proceed. Time to face him head
on.
Core
Yep.
should be just up ahead. This will be a tough fight.
No, it won't.
Are these sweet dreams not sweet enough?
I just wish we could have gathered some more. But these are all we could find in the immediate vicinity. Which means we're running out of time. Our chances of success are shrinking by the minute. We have to act now.
No problem.
It'll be
We're
alright.
ready to go.
It'll be alright. Oh, I fucked up. Yay. Can I just start over? Okay. So that doesn't work. Okay. So okay, so that doesn't work. So apparently I've got to go to that one. So I can't stop on that one. Hey, Daryl.
Time to relax.
The alacrity with which you walk into my trap surprises me. Do you not realize why I lured you here? Because this is my domain. You know where I rule.
Not yet, it isn't. Light up the blazing sun! Now! Use the power of the good dreams!
I think you will find it to be quite ineffective against the power of my knife.
Yeah, what about that?
I must confess, I am somewhat confused.
I'm doing fantastic, Daryl. How are you doing today?
Bring happiness to humans now. Why must you still treat me as your enemy?
Because the happiness you provide is a lie. All you do is make them forget their negative emotions exist. And now they're living under the illusion that they're gone for good. All the while, these repressed feelings continue to fester in their subconscious, eventually becoming nightmares intense enough to become your home. Your kind has always thrived by magnifying your host's negative emotions for your own gain. What you're doing now is no different from what you've always done.
Incorrect. This time, I shall change the fate of my entire kind. When a human becomes dominated by their negative emotions, when they lose their ability to survive, that is how my kin died out. But I can give them a fantasy instead, turning them into the perfect hosts, capable of surviving no matter how dire the situation in their subconscious gets. This is the path to a revival. My kin shall rise again!
You do realize what that means, don't you? You've gone from one extreme to the other.
Oh, I'm perfectly aware. There is nothing you can say that I do not already know. For over all the years that your kind has been learning about the human mind, I have been hiding here, watching and learning from the fruits of your labor. But I'm afraid I could not care less for the moral burdens that you impose upon yourselves. The health of the human psyche is of precisely zero interest to me. Now here is a question well worth thinking about. If we allowed the humans themselves to decide, which of us would they really choose? You or me? Do you see now? I won this battle long before you ever set foot inside this tree.
What's going on?
Uh-oh.
He's growing stronger, but we've exhausted the power of the sweet dreams already.
I'm about to offer my sweet dreams, aren't I?
Even if we could find more sweet dreams now, it still wouldn't be enough.
If you accept that negative emotions are an immutable presence in the human mind, then you must also know that such emotions include apathy and sloth. Without the Mizuki there to hold their hand and walk them through dream regulation therapy, do you honestly think that anyone would ever be inclined to embrace the negative emotions? No, they would sooner run from reality to forget all about their troubles and live inside an illusion.
But the whole reason I wanted to become a psychologist. Traveler.
Right chair there. Singing. Yes, it's actually the chair.
So that's how they should taste. Longing, caused by separation. So bitter. Despair, caused by failure. Icy cold.
It is the
And yet
actual
in
chair I'm sitting
conquering
in.
this despair, you gained the courage to face the lightning.
And yes, it is super comfortable.
Caused by missed opportunity. A harsh aftertaste. And yet it's only through that loss that we can learn to appreciate everything we have. And after all these flavors comes sweetness, passion, and refreshed hope. So that's why I was able to taste a sweet dream at our first meeting. Long before you ever met me. You'd already gained the courage to never avoid or run away from your feelings. And all your nightmares had become the fuel for sweeter dreams. The power that you have gained by processing everything from your long journey is surely far stronger than any power wielded by that creature. The whole reason I wanted to become a psychologist was to try and help people become someone like you.
Oh. Oh.
It's you.
Your dream is so powerful.
Traveler, give him all you've got.
I'm trying to. I didn't understand that I was going to be fighting by myself, so I wasn't ready.
Yeah. Take this. What? What? Yeah. Lightning flash. Thunder! Yeah! 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 What? Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Okay. Appreciate it, Cody. You have a nice day as well. With just one person's dream, because I can. Not impossible.
Once the false dream he created
Just
has been
implausible.
destroyed, I can make sure all his victims make a full recovery. I don't think I ever would have been able to do this without your help.
Don't mention it.
You shall join my ancestors in death. You and my failure of a host.
I'm gonna start putting that in the tag. The big comfy chair.
Wait, does anyone else hear water? Where is that coming from?
Maybe he made his host build some kind of device in the underwater cave.
Wait, we're
Once
underwater?
he realized we were onto him, he decided to sacrifice his host.
So you mean we're in danger in the real world too?
We've got to wake up.
But how? Like, pinch ourselves?
This should be high enough. Traveler, Paimon,
What?
jump.
How's jumping gonna be for Paimon? She floats.
If you're afraid, then just take my hand and close your eyes. Yes, just like the last time.
Oh, I'm Electro
Hold
again.
on tight. The Yomekui Baku are getting to work.
Well, that's a lot of nightmares to eat. What's a big one? Like every female in the game flirts with a traveler.
Being too.
It's finally over. It's a good thing I had the foresight to ask them for help, or I'd be the one dying from indigestion tonight. Mm-hmm. They were very delicious. Traveler, could I pick your brain with another question? What do
Happy
you think
ones?
humans tend to have more of? Happy dreams or bad ones?
That's a good question. I would like to say happy ones, but we probably tend to remember the bad ones more than the happy
If
ones.
only that were true. Most people struggle to deal with their negative emotions.
They bottle them up inside until they festered and turned into nightmares.
Like
As
I
a
said.
result, humans have far more bad dreams than good ones, and most happy dreams are short and fleeting. They are so rare that it's basically impossible for them to be shared with others. Heck, there are even people out there who only have the mind space to have happy dreams after they've given us their bad ones.
See, like I
Which is
said.
all to say that the dreams we get to taste are usually bad ones. No matter how hard we try, we can't seem to change this state of affairs. I once believed the only reason Wii Yumekui Baku existed was to
Yeah,
serve
the
as a
artwork is pretty
disposal
nice.
method for nightmares. It's a fate that we cannot escape, no matter how many dreams we eat or how many years pass by. Even though I call myself a clinical psychologist, I also have dark thoughts sometimes. I suppose that's the only problem I have. Still, after learning the principles of psychology, I came up with a new way to look at all of this. If we can use psychotherapy to help people come to terms with their emotions, they'll gain the ability to deal with their nightmares on their own, so they'll no longer need to call upon
Yeah,
us for
Hoyoverse
assistance.
does some pretty nice
That way, more and
nice
more
work
people
visually.
can free up their minds for truly happy dreams, until there'll be enough to share around. A naive one, more like. Even though I've run this business for quite a long time now, it still hasn't come
The
true.
overall story isn't bad
Not
either.
even
It does
once.
have a lot of kind of
So I must thank you, because after meeting you,
lulls in
I
it.
finally became sure that my wish is achievable. And knowing that is all the treatment I need against the dark thoughts I sometimes have.
Like this was a character story arc.
Paimon's been looking everywhere for you too.
Like the main story has its ups and downs.
Paimon was just watching the Baku eat the nightmares. They got really full
Like
and started
like for me,
rolling
like the
around on their
Natlin
tummies.
story.
It was so cute. Anyway, that's why Paimon fell behind.
Like it started out
Got a little
good.
distracted watching them.
Then it had kind of, I think,
Speaking of Baku,
it had kind of like
we were gonna book another appointment with you, weren't we?
kind of like had a mid
Before
like a
we
mid
got
point,
caught up in all those nightmare shenanigans.
and then it had kind of an arc that was just kind of
It's
like
a little late for that
like
now.
a wow,
Ask me again tomorrow.
and then it kind of had kind of like it fell off, like
Still, the night is young.
kind of like what the hell's going on, kind of,
Want to stay here and watch the moon with me for a little longer?
and then it kind of and it kind of to me it kind of like finished strong, and now it's kind of in the we're kind of heading into the next region, so it's kind of well, let me switch characters.
The moon sure is beautiful.
Thank you for the
tonight.
follow. Wonder what happens if I switch times. Let's watch this. Let's watch the sunrise. Oh shit! I fell. But yeah, overall I like the game. Here lately though, the Hoyoverse have been doing some kind of some stuff that I haven't been agreeing with in some other games. Hoping they don't transfer into Genshin.
Excuse me! Hello! Please come register over here!
What's going on? Why are there so many guests? Had I known, I'd have definitely turned some of them back.
Oh, it looks like business is booming with Amura Ichigensai out of the picture. And it's good to see that Murasaki and Shion are well on the road to recovery.
Morning, you two.
But another
Want to make an appointment?
another good game is Wuthering
If
Waves.
possible.
Then I better get you another VIP pass. You're our most important customers, after all.
It's like Genshin 2, but it's more.
Very important Paimon.
It's kind of like a
I'd
more
like to start
mature
with the
version of
fine
Genshin.
dining this time.
It's kind of like a more like grown-up version. It's like,
Oh
it's got better
my.
combat, better
Imagine if
visual,
you'd taken my advice and sold your shares the other
and
day. It could have cost you dearly now that business is
a
booming
better
again.
story.
I hope you're not too upset
Well,
with
it's
me,
kind of
old
like a,
friend.
it's like a grown-up
Why
version
would I
of
be
Genshin.
upset? It's not as if I ever took your suggestion seriously.
Oh, I've missed that way with words. So affectionate.
Would it kill you to not sneak up on people every darn time?
Morning, little ones. Did you enjoy the scenery last night? Hardly. That tree was directly beneath the Grand Narukami Shrine. What was I supposed to do? Move the entire shrine to give you some privacy?
Yes.
Is there a reason you're here, Lady Guji?
Mostly because I felt like a walk. But I do have a message from the Tenryo Commission to pass on as it happens. The gentleman who your fellow Yumeku
Welcome
Ibaku
back.
fished out of the water last night is no longer in a critical condition. Although his mind seems to have regressed to that of a young child.
It could have been worse, I suppose. Lady Guji, I owe you my thanks. Without your help, things might have gone a lot less smoothly yesterday. Come on, Miko.
It wasn't me.
You've always been worse than me at keeping secrets. I admit that I feel inferior around you, and have an urge to prove myself. How could I not? But maybe these feelings are what have driven me to take this business as far as I have. My sense of inferiority keeps my ego in check, and my desire to prove myself gives me the strength to persevere. I'm able to accept these parts of me for what they are.
I mean,
There's
y'all
no
could
need for
team
you to
up. I
tiptoe
mean,
around them.
Oh, you could have told me sooner. The poor traveler here has been doing all my running around for me.
True. But then again, without the traveler's help, you'd have been placed in a difficult position. Emira Ichigensai had amassed a huge following. For the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine to publicly go against him would have been a dangerous move. An angry mob of zealots could have done some serious damage to the shrine's reputation. Much safer for the Guji not to get personally involved. It was the right decision.
While that's all true, my main concern was that I didn't want to upset an old friend. Otherwise, I could have taken a much more direct approach.
Miko.
I always seem to forget that you're more cunning and less adorable than you look. Seems like my worries about upsetting you were unfounded.
It's not that I don't get upset. Everyone has their fair share of troubles, but every sorrow has its cure. Here's your new VIP pass. Please take good care of it.
is it a permanent pass? That'd be awesome. So that I finished that one in under 3 hours. That's about on par for a character quest. No hidden chests off in here.
So sorry.
We've got it.
Can I hop off in here?
Shower me with praise!
Could we go over your past...
All right. Well, that was that. So, I could end it there. Or I could switch over to Wuthering Waves. Actually, let's see. Do I have any? Let's see if I have anybody on right now. Paralyzed player. Yeah, he's an awesome guy. You know what? So we're gonna do. We're gonna go right into. Yes, we're gonna go right into paralyzed player. Awesome guy. So I was just gonna do the story event. So I appreciate everyone for coming by for the story event. We got 2 showing us 3, so we're gonna only got 2. I know one of them's me. So let's see. I've got more than that in the chat. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm showing 6 in chat. All right, so we're getting ready about to ready out. So if anybody hears me, if y'all could hit the refresh button before we rate out, so we can get an accurate rate out. We're gonna rate out to a paralyzed player playing some medieval Destiny or Dynasty. Well, I said Destiny, but Dynasty. All right, we'll try the raid again real quick, see if we get some more attached to it. And if not, we'll just call it there, because like I said, I know one of them is my phone account. Screw it, we'll just raid with 2 of them anyway. 2's 2. But anyway, I appreciate everyone for stopping by today. And I will be back later. Well, I won't be back later tonight, but we will be on tonight over on Dr. Smeevel's channel with Terra Tuesday doing the challenge mode in Phasmo. We'll be doing that. I think it's around 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Or it might be 7. I don't know. I think it's 6 p.m. It's either 6 or 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. But you can check us out on his channel. That is Dr. Smeevel. But again, I appreciate everyone coming. I will be back tomorrow around the same time, 11 Central Standard Time. We'll probably be playing either Wuthering Waves or World of Warcraft. I haven't decided yet. And then I won't be streaming Thursday, and I'll be back with the event on Friday. So I will see you all then. Until then.